Hi, I'm Metal Scott. What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
What? Where am I?
And he has...
Who are you?
Oh my god. I'm Metal Scott. Your name is Cody.
Oh,
You play guitar.
I do.
Yeah, I know if you may have just realized. Okay, so right now we're doing something that I'm calling Pedal Month, which is...
I call it Pedal Month.
we also, together, we call it Pedal Month. So this is the first video of 4. Every week on our standard release time on Friday, we're going to be releasing pedal videos, but more than just that. Specifically, videos that answer questions about pedals that might be kind of common, questions that I have personally.
Yeah, think of it as kind of like Mythbuster-y, but not as scientific, also probably not as good.
Right. Like, it may actually be really boring. This episode in particular is how does the power supply matter? So today we have 2 power supplies. The first power supply is a cheap, like...
Electro-harmonics, just kind of...
No.
No? It is electro-harmonic.
Is it?
Yeah.
The line? Okay, whatever it is. My first power supply is just a line.
Not an actual power supply.
Right, it's one plug into the wall, and it's a daisy chain of 9.
Yeah, there's no box.
No box. So that
Zero
is
box.
what everyone says is the single worst power supply you can buy. I mean, it's the cheapest.
Yeah.
What it cost me? What, $10 to $15?
If it works, it works.
It does work, and so that's going up against this, which is the MXR ISO brick.
ISO brick.
This nice, all kinds of craziness, chrome little box that has me pretty excited.
Little steel box
This is pretty recommended.
by people.
Like it
Not by us.
retails. So
Not yet.
like the other power supply, daisy chain, retails $10 to $15.
Yeah.
This retails at like $180.
Yeah, I think mine, which is some sort of bullshit from Canada, retail at like 50
Yeah.
or 60.
Yeah,
Something like that.
we looked it up. It was like around 60.
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
So, but we're just going to go ahead
Worth
and
it.
go 180 versus 15. Does the power supply matter? Like, can we tell? So we're going to be using, the recordings and sort of like maybe even dissecting it a little bit and
Yeah.
looking into it on the actual, that side of things. So as you can see on the pedal end on the other camera, which Cody will show on the screen, we've got 7,
1, 2, 3,
7
4,
pedals,
5, 6, 7.
including
7.
a tuner. So
7 prostitutes.
reverb, delay, fuzz, overdrive, compression, tuner. That's my pedal board broken apart so we could do this. It is all currently plugged into the daisy chain, so let's go ahead and start this and hopefully edit out some of the BS so that it doesn't quite so long to get to the punchline. This is all pedals off. And we're going to test it all pedals off, a few pedals on, and not all pedals on, because it would just sound like garbage.
Yeah, it would.
So, all pedals off.
Okay.
Cody?
Yeah?
Why is it every time we bust out this amp, we play it loud as hell? Now we're just going to go ahead and turn on, what, compression and overdrive? Not delay.
Can't reach.
So, compression, reverb, overdrive,
Mild
that's
overdrive.
fair. I'm really curious if it's going to sound a lot better with the power supply. I have no clue. I want to do just fuzz because it's because of the way it affects the sound. Because of that, you know?
Yeah. Do you just want me to go?
Yeah. Changed out the whole thing. Took a little bit, like 10, 15 minutes.
If that.
It took less time than I was expecting it to. Anyways, so try to run it through the same test, try to play the same. The first thing we did was no pedals on, neck pickup clean.
Neck pickup clean. Do you hear any difference?
It sounds neater to me, but I don't know if that's in my head. We're going to be looking over things.
Yeah. Comp. I just played the same thing through this, right?
I don't remember.
I think so. I think it sounds neater. Yeah, I think so. I think it sounds
like it's tighter.
Clearer.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the placebo effect, and maybe it won't sound quite so different when we actually listen to the things, but right now that sounded way better on the single coil.
Yeah.
Okay, Cody, we reviewed the footage, and we have a definite answer to...
It sounds more gooder.
Our test for the myth that is does a power supply matter? The answer to us is abso-freaking-lutely.
If you spend more than 15 times what you spend on the first cable, you're probably going to get something better.
It's amazing. It's so weird how that happens.
Yeah, who would have guessed?
So if you're broke, daisy chain will serve the purpose well.
It does good.
It will absolutely give power to all the pedals, but it will not do the pedals justice. So when we reviewed the footage, we found the fuzz barely changed. It did something, but it didn't change much. Distortion cleaned up a lot, but what really stood out was the cleans.
Yeah, significantly.
It tightened them up. Everything sounded way more
clean.
So much better as A being fine and B being great.
Better.
What it felt like it did was it made the notes that you play, the individual notes, stand out more.
Yeah.
Because before it was just muddled together.
A little bit.
And so hopefully you guys can hear that on the video. I know that through the studio monitors, it was night and day.
Yeah.
Leave us a comment. Hopefully this answered any questions. We did this about as scientifically as we can, really.
That's what we're willing to.
I mean, it took enough time, really.
And give us ideas for your reviews in the future.
Yeah, I mean, we like feedback that isn't incredibly spiteful.
Give us things to review.
Yeah, give us things to review. If you feel like we have not enough guitars and you have too much guitars, which no one would ever say ever in their life.
Send it to us.
Yeah, we don't have enough guitars, obviously.
P.O. Box 3685, San Antonio, Texas, 13090.
None of that is right. I like how it's give us more guitars. Also me. I've ran out of room for guitars, Cody. I don't have any more wall space in here. The only spot is there, and that's in front of the camera, so when the camera's in its normal position, it would be hitting the camera, which is a no-go.
Ceiling.
We can't just hang guitars from the ceiling. How would you even get it down? Like one of those poles for a gas station employee to put the numbers up on the pump?
Yeah. No, we have a pulley system, just lower them all at once.
Hopefully we answered your question. I've been Metal Scott. This here is Cody. Have a great day.